The series begins with a young girl named Marie, who's playing happily with her sister. She refuses to watch TV with her parents, who are all excited because one of the 7 superheroes is now black. We then learn that the US government has distributed a serum called V, which is responsible for turning children into superheroes. It's revealed that most parents injected their kids with it. Suddenly, Marie feels pain in her stomach, and when she rushes to the bathroom, she's shocked to see blood floating in the air. Terrified, she screams, and her mother comes in to check on her, but the blood suddenly shoots through her mother's neck, killing her instantly. Her father tries to save her, but dies too. Marie's sister is left horrified by the sight. 8 years later, Marie wakes up in a special shelter for uncontrollable teenagers. She's studying a book written by a doctor named Brinkerhoff, then goes to her room, cuts her hand, and uses her blood to demonstrate her power, revealing that her strength comes from her own blood. Later, she witnesses one of her friends being taken away in a so-called adult rehabilitation vehicle. At exactly 4 p.m., Marie enters the computer room and is thrilled to see an email saying she's been accepted into the nation's top superhero university. Her teacher tries to stop her, warning that she'll regret it, but Marie insists on going. When she arrives at the campus, she's amazed by everything around her. After moving into her dorm, she meets her new roommate, Emma, who has the power to shrink herself. Marie is surprised to find out that Emma is actually a famous YouTuber and that everyone knows her channel except her. Then Emma takes her to training, where Marie is surprised to see Luke, the university's star hero. His girlfriend, Kate, shows up, and their friend Andre tells Kate to step aside so Luke can start his match. Luke wins easily, and Marie is fascinated by his strength, dreaming of becoming a hero like him one day. After the match, she visits Dr. Brinkerhoff's office, hoping to join his class, but his assistant Jordan turns her down, saying Marie doesn't have enough social media followers. Marie argues back and is stunned when Jordan suddenly transforms, revealing the ability to switch between male and female forms. Brinkerhoff comes out of his office, and Marie tells him she's read all his books and dreams of being his student, but he coldly rejects her and walks away. As she leaves, Marie spots a man trying to escape. She uses her powers to stop him, and campus security arrests him while he begs them not to send him back to the woods. Emma later tries to help Marie fit in by introducing her to more students who might boost her popularity, but Marie can't connect with them and leaves. Meanwhile, Luke visits Brinkerhoff, who congratulates him and gives him a custom suit, telling him he's destined to become America's hero and join the Elite Seven. Brinkerhoff hugs him proudly, but Luke looks troubled, especially when he starts hearing strange voices calling his name. Later, Marie runs into Andre, who saw her use her powers earlier. He invites her to hang out with him and his friends, but she refuses, afraid of breaking university rules. Emma convinces her to go, reminding her it's a chance to mingle with the most popular students on campus. Marie finally agrees, excited and nervous, especially when she realizes she'll get the chance to meet Luke. Meanwhile, Emma is in her room scrolling through a flood of hateful comments, but cheers up when a guy named Liam messages her. At the same time, Marie is having a great time talking with Luke, telling him about her powers and lying that her parents are proud of her. But soon, she breaks down and admits the truth, that her parents died because of her powers, and all she wants now is to prove to her sister that she isn't a monster. Luke comforts her, telling her that being a hero isn't what she imagines, and that she has to define it for herself. Later, they all head to a nightclub, where Kate uses her mind control ability to get them inside. Marie refuses to take drugs at first, but Kate persuades her, and soon everyone's dancing and having fun. Andre tries to impress a girl by showing off his powers, turning a coin into a glass bird and saying he'll drop it into a stranger's glass. But someone bumps into him, and the bird flies straight into a girl's neck. Panicking, Andre and his friends flee, except for Marie, who uses her blood powers to save the girl and seal her wound. The whole crowd films her, and she's thrilled when she gets attention, especially after Brinkerhoff asks her to come to his office the next day. Marie gets her hopes up, thinking he'll finally accept her into his class, but instead he coldly expels her, saying he can't endanger the elite students and someone has to take the blame. He accuses her of injuring the girl and dismisses her protests, telling her her powers have no future and are useless in the hero world. Crushed, Marie storms out, furious with Emma for convincing her to go out in the first place. Meanwhile, Luke wakes up in shock, hallucinating a forest and seeing his brother Sam begging him for help. Overwhelmed and confused, Marie returns to Brinkerhoff's office only to find Luke there, engulfed in flames, burning Brinkerhoff alive. Horrified, Marie tries to stop him. But Luke tries to kill Marie to keep her from revealing what happened, and Jordan steps in to defend her, fighting Luke as he loses control of himself. Andre rushes in, trying to calm Luke down and hugs him tightly, but moments later, Luke turns on himself and bursts into flames, burning alive right in front of them. That night, the university's new dean, Shetty, meets with the school's PR representatives. They receive a call from Ashley, the head of the organization sponsoring the university, and they all agree to cover up Luke's death. They decide to rewrite the story, portraying Andre and Marie as heroes who saved the school from danger. The next day, Andre is ranked first and Marie second on the school's leaderboard. Marie wakes up to find students taking selfies with her, thrilled that she's suddenly famous, while Jordan is upset to see herself drop to 5th place. Standing by Brinkerhoff's memorial statue, she refuses to talk to Kate, who tries to comfort her, and walks away bitterly. Meanwhile, Marie learns she's being celebrated as the hero who fought the school's strongest champion, and she and Andre are scheduled for a public interview. Andre, however, is frustrated. Marie seems more focused on dressing up, taking pictures, and enjoying her fame than finding out the truth. Angry, Marie reminds him that she was nearly expelled because of them, and that Luke himself tried to kill her. She tells him he has his family's support, while she has no one, and begs him to leave her out of it. Elsewhere, Emma attends her acting class and tries to talk to Liam, but he ignores her and refuses to partner up. Then Justine, another student, steps in and humiliates Emma in front of everyone before offering to be her new partner. Meanwhile, Shetty takes over Brinkerhoff's role and begins teaching the elite students. Marie arrives late to class, and Jordan immediately confronts her, accusing her of running away from Luke, while Jordan was the one who actually fought him. Marie fires back, reminding her of how she tried to kick her out of the university after the bar incident. Jordan, shifting into her male form, blocks Marie's way and tells her she should go public about what Luke did, since Jordan has been forgotten after the deaths of Brinkerhoff and Luke. Marie is moved by the plea and finally agrees. Justine sits with Emma, who opens up about how much she hates herself whenever she shrinks, explaining that she has to purge repeatedly to reach that tiny size. Meanwhile, Marie goes to see Shetty, who tries to get her to open up about her past, but Marie resists, insisting she doesn't need rehabilitation and only wants to become a hero to help people. However, Shetty cleverly leads her into admitting that she really wants to find her sister and prove she isn't the monster her sister thinks she is. Later, Shetty enters a hidden lab where we see the man who had tried to escape earlier, revealed to be Sam, Luke's brother. Shetty gently calms him, telling him he only hurts himself every time he tries to run away. At the same time, Kate and Andre enter Luke's old dorm room, only to find it completely empty. They realize the university has covered everything up. Back on campus, Emma is devastated when she discovers her classmates mocking her. Justine had leaked a private video revealing Emma's secret to gain more followers. Shattered, Emma confronts her, demanding to know why she did it. Justine apologizes, saying she didn't know it was a secret, but the damage is already done. Meanwhile, Andre makes a shocking discovery. Luke had left a phone hidden inside the statue in front of the university. When Andre unlocks it, he finds a video message from Luke saying that his brother Sam is still alive and being held somewhere on campus in a place called The Woods. He warns that terrible experiments were done on both of them and begs Andre to find Sam and save him. Kate is stunned, saying that's impossible. She believed Sam had killed himself because of his mental illness. She tells Andre that Luke must have been delusional and that such conditions can run in families. But Andre grows anxious, feeling he has to uncover the truth. Despite his confusion, Kate encourages him to attend his scheduled interview and not draw attention. Meanwhile, Marie prepares for her own interview, rehearsing how she'll talk about Jordan. Andre, however, skips the interview and sneaks into Brinkerhoff's office instead. There, he unlocks the professor's laptop and is horrified to see a photo of Sam, realizing he's the same person he saw trying to escape earlier. Suddenly, campus security storms the office, confiscating everything. Andre's father calls him repeatedly, but Andre ignores the calls, too shaken by what he's just discovered. The host decides to bring Marie on the show alone, and Marie is stunned when the interviewer tells her they've found her sister, but that her sister doesn't want to see her. Shocked and heartbroken, Marie decides to go along with what they want her to say, that she stopped Luke because he was going to hurt a lot of people. After the interview, she returns to her dorm room and breaks down in tears as she looks at a photo of her parents. At the same time, Emma keeps purging herself to shrink again. Marie then goes to see Shetty, asking if she really knows where her sister is, but Shetty denies it and hugs her reassuringly. Meanwhile, Andre tries to escape the building, but freezes in terror when he sees campus security executing a man. One of the guards spots him, and before Andre can use his powers, Kate intervenes, using her mind control ability to make the guards obey her commands. The strain overwhelms her, and she collapses, leaving Andre panicked and trying desperately to wake her. Then the story flashes back 3 years earlier. Sam is locked in a psychiatric facility, and Luke visits him, accompanied by Kate. Sam's mental state is fragile, and he tells Luke that their parents are the reason for everything. They injected both of them with Compound Vive just to get money from the corporation. Luke tries to comfort him, promising that he'll always love him, but suddenly one of the guards accidentally shoots Sam in the stomach. Sam loses control, killing all the guards in a violent outburst. Luke tries to calm him down, but Sam throws him across the room with his super strength. Kate rushes in and uses her powers to command Sam to fall asleep, subduing him. Back in the present, Kate regains consciousness beside Andre and breaks down, upset that he put himself in danger even after she begged him not to. Kate is shocked when Andre shows her a photo of Sam, revealing that he's still alive. Meanwhile, Marie returns to her dorm and hears a faint voice calling her name. It's Emma, who has purged herself again until she's shrunk to the size of an ant. Marie carefully helps her and brings her food so she can regain her normal size. She tries to talk to her, warning her not to harm herself like this, especially now that she knows what Emma's been going through. But Emma shuts her down, asking her not to pity her, then turns away and goes to sleep. Elsewhere, Andre's father scolds him for missing the interview, and Andre promises it won't happen again, agreeing to accompany him to a charity gala. The next day, Justine tries to apologize to Emma, but Emma refuses, especially after realizing Justine is secretly recording their conversation to get more views online. The following day, Marie runs into Kate and apologizes for Luke's death, but Kate refuses to speak to her after what she said on TV. Marie apologizes again and quietly walks away. Kate then recalls the day Luke found out Sam had supposedly died. She remembers how broken he was and how he begged her to use her powers to make him forget the pain, but she refused, telling him he had to face his grief on his own. Meanwhile, Jordan panics when her parents come to visit, hiding her makeup and women's clothes before quickly shifting into her male form so they won't find out the truth about her gender-fluid identity. That night, Marie attends the charity gala with Shetty. During the event, she feels uncomfortable as she's forced to lie to everyone, pretending her parents are still alive and proud of her, all according to Shetty's instructions. Shetty warns her that after Luke's death, she'll be a target since everyone now wants to climb to the top spot. To motivate her, Shetty tells Marie that she could become the first freshman in the university's history to reach the #1 rank, filling Marie with a mix of excitement and uneasy pride. Emma grows frustrated with her mother, who wants to turn her struggles into a movie. She even introduces Emma to a director, explaining that they plan to use her hidden pain as inspiration. Feeling exploited, Emma storms off and hides in the bathroom. Marie walks in, and Emma compliments her dress. Marie takes the chance to apologize for everything and tells her she doesn't just want to be roommates. She wants them to be real friends. Emma softens, clearly moved. Meanwhile, Jordan is lost in thought, upset by his parents' harsh words about his identity, and decides to shift into his female form to escape the feeling of rejection from his father. During the gala, Andre notices Emma leaving the hall, so he quietly follows her outside. He sits beside her, introduces himself, and tells her he's seen the video about her. He insults Justine for exploiting her, and then shocks Emma by showing her the video of Sam. He explains that they need to find out where he's being kept. Emma immediately agrees to help, shrinking down without hesitation. Andre reassures her, telling her that her tracker is connected to his phone and warning her not to do anything reckless. Emma manages to sneak into Sam's room by hiding in his food tray, but Sam, thinking he's hallucinating, traps her inside a glass. Back at the gala, Marie grows uncomfortable as Shetty uses her presence to attract massive donations. Andre, meanwhile, grows worried when Emma doesn't return and decides to go after her, but he's stunned to discover that his father already knows about Sam and is somehow involved. His father warns him to stay out of it, or he'll be the next one silenced. Inside the cell, Emma tries to convince Sam that she's real and wants to help him escape. Sam refuses to believe her, so she tells him that his brother Luke was the one who sent her. Marie lashes out at Jordan after she accuses her of taking advantage of the situation and enjoying being the university's new golden girl. Marie angrily tells her that her parents are dead and that she's the last person who should be called a hero. She hates herself every day for what happened. Kate steps in to comfort Marie and opens up about her own guilt, confessing that she's the reason her brother disappeared. She explains that she once told him to leave and stay away from her, not knowing she had powers that would make her words irresistible. Her parents blamed her for it and have hated her ever since. Kate advises Marie not to feel guilty about her parents' deaths, telling her it's not her fault. They were the ones who injected her with Compound Vive out of greed. Meanwhile, Sam bonds with Emma, who's delighted when he calls her brave and beautiful. Suddenly, the alarm blares, and Sam panics, trying to get Emma out before the guards arrive. Security bursts in, tasering Sam repeatedly. Horrified, Emma takes revenge. She shrinks, crawls into a guard's ear, and bursts out the other side, killing him instantly. Moments later, Shetty arrives at the lab and finds the bodies of the dead guards. Realizing Sam has escaped with Emma, she orders Dr. Edison to find them at any cost, warning that Ashley will destroy them if she finds out. Then Shetty spots Emma's tiny shoe on the floor. Back on campus, Marie panics after Andre tells her what happened. She, Kate, and Jordan search everywhere but can't find Emma. Meanwhile, Emma and Sam are hiding in an abandoned movie theater, the same one Sam used to visit with Luke. When Emma tells him that Luke killed himself, Sam breaks down, slamming his head against the floor in grief and shouting that everyone always leaves him. Emma gently stops him, telling him she's not going anywhere. The next day, a former student named Tech Knight, now the host of a popular investigative show, appears, preparing to expose the truth behind the university. Tech begins investigating Luke's death using his unique power, the ability to detect when someone is lying. Shetty agrees to let him conduct the investigation, but only under one condition. He must stay away from the university's top 5 students. Tech accepts, but demands a list of everyone close to Luke. Meanwhile, Kate visits Andre's room and finds him high on drugs. He confides in her that his father was involved with whatever happened to Sam, and that's why he's furious. He's lost all respect for him. Elsewhere, Marie approaches a psychic student named Rufus, asking for help in locating Emma. Rufus agrees, but says he needs something that carries her scent. He then asks Marie to sit beside him, and suddenly, she finds herself in his room, realizing too late that he's trying to assault her. Before he can, Jordan bursts in and saves her, pulling her out of the room. Later, Tech begins questioning students one by one, trying to break them down psychologically. He tells Kate she threw away her future for Luke, reminding her that she used to be in the crime-fighting program, but sabotaged her own career just to stay by his side. Kate starts to remove her gloves, ready to use her powers on him, but Tech notices and warns her not to try it. Andre loses his temper, furious that Tech is humiliating her, and calls him out for pretending to be a hero when he's just a man desperate for attention. He insults both Tech and his father before storming out. Meanwhile, Shetty questions Marie about Emma's whereabouts. Marie lies, claiming Emma is staying with a friend, hoping to keep her safe. Tech later crashes one of Shetty's classes and orders Marie to sit in front of him for questioning. As he stares at her, his ability kicks in, and he immediately senses her deceit. Cornered, Marie finally confesses that it was Jordan, not her, who actually stopped Luke, admitting that she froze out of fear. Shetty becomes visibly annoyed with Tech, realizing he's unraveling her plans. But Tech smirks and tells her that he's decided to investigate her next, declaring that while superpowered students might be valuable, she's just a regular human, and therefore expendable. Shetty panics when she realizes Tech knows about Sam's escape, and he threatens to expose everything to Ashley. Meanwhile, Sam suffers a mental breakdown, hallucinating voices taunting him until he screams at them to stop. Emma tries to calm him down but fails, and Sam tells her he's going to destroy the woods before running off. Back at the dorms, Jordan and Marie argue. Jordan blames Marie for confessing the truth about Luke, while Marie insists she did the right thing and reassures Jordan not to be afraid. Their argument is interrupted when Emma bursts in, pleading for their help to stop Sam before it's too late. At the same time, Shetty manages to drive Tech away from campus by blackmailing him with compromising videos and threatening to leak his medical secret, a brain tumor that he's been hiding. Elsewhere, Dr. Edison returns home only to find Sam standing there, threatening his family. Andre, Kate, Marie, and Jordan arrive just in time and try to subdue Sam, but he's far too powerful. Just when things spiral out of control, Emma appears, now enormous, towering over everyone. She grabs Sam, restraining him and calming him down. She assures him that he's not alone and that she'll face everything with him. Marie promises they'll all help him, and Sam finally begins to relax in her arms. The next day, Andre and Kate wake up in one of their friends' houses, dazed and disoriented, realizing they don't remember anything from the night before. Marie is equally shocked when she steps outside and finds Emma still gigantic, lying unconscious in the swimming pool. When Emma wakes up and sees her reflection, she's horrified by her size and begs Marie to help her, saying she just wants to go somewhere safe. Meanwhile, Jordan talks with Andre, both confused about the missing pieces in their memories, especially since Jordan recalls being intimate with Marie. Andre admits he's never blacked out before, but now feels like large chunks of time are missing. Kate and Andre realize they, too, can't remember critical moments of what happened. As they struggle to make sense of it, Sam manages to find Emma again, Newman. But to his shock, both she and Marie stare at him blankly, with no memory of who he is. Sam realizes what's happened to everyone and warns them that the real danger lies inside the university, that powerful, corrupt people are running secret experiments. He promises Emma he'll find a way to help her remember him and remember that she's a hero. Marie, however, becomes convinced that Sam is delusional. Shortly after, Andre and Kate meet up with her, explaining that they too have lost parts of their memories. Kate tells them she's figured out who's behind it and shows them a video of Rufus. Marie shares that she was once kidnapped by Rufus, but can't remember why she even contacted him. Meanwhile, Dr. Edison argues furiously with Shetty about the chaos that's unfolded, terrified that the students will uncover the truth. It's revealed that he had been performing secret experiments on Sam to create a virus capable of controlling superpowered students forever. Now that Sam has escaped, Edison fears his entire project will collapse. He orders Shetty to bring him Marie, since her blood-based powers could stabilize his formula. Shetty refuses, telling him that a major donor is invested in Marie and that she's under strict protection. Elsewhere, Kate finally confides in the group about what Rufus did to her, that he manipulated her mind and filmed her naked against her will. Marie says she knows why Rufus holds a grudge against her, but can't figure out his real motives. Later, she and Jordan spot Rufus meeting secretly with Shetty, confirming their suspicions. Marie tells Jordan she doesn't trust Shetty, though she can't explain why. They chase Rufus, but he manages to escape, only to run straight into Andre, who's been waiting to confront him for what he did to Kate. Rufus slips away again, vanishing before they can stop him. That night, Marie returns to her dorm, while Emma finds the t-shirt Sam once mentioned, the one tied to his memories with Luke. At the same time, Sam, deep in another hallucination, imagines the facility guards as toy soldiers and brutally slaughters them all. Emma prepares to search for Sam and learn the truth directly from him. Meanwhile, Marie begins to feel something strange in her neck and rushes to Kate, who looks tense and worried. Kate examines her and realizes there are tracking devices implanted in their bodies. She tells Marie she suspects Shetty is behind it. Marie then asks if Kate has one too, but when Kate checks and finds nothing, Marie suddenly realizes the horrifying truth. Kate is the one behind everything. Shocked, Marie storms out of the room, but moments later, her memory starts to blur until she can't remember anything. Jordan stops her in the hallway, saying she feels the same pain in her neck, and they realize something is seriously wrong. Meanwhile, Kate goes to Shetty in tears, admitting she can't keep lying to her friends anymore. Shetty comforts her, telling her she knows how hard this is, but insists that Kate is the only one who can keep everyone safe. At the same time, Emma finds Sam and tells him that even though she still doesn't remember him, she believes him, and she knows someone wants her to forget. Sam gently tells her it's not her fault, saying she made Luke forget him too. Back at the university, Kate meets with Andre and asks if they can just spend a normal evening together. They sit watching their favorite show, reminiscing about Luke's funny commentary. Andre tells her she's the only reason he's still at the university and suggests they should leave everything behind and run away together. Kate agrees, but their peace doesn't last. Marie and Jordan burst into Rufus's room, accusing him of causing their memory loss. Rufus denies everything, insisting he has nothing to do with it, but Jordan doesn't believe him and nearly kills him. At that moment, Emma calls Marie and reveals the truth. Rufus isn't responsible. Kate is. She explains that Kate was the one who made Luke forget about his brother again and again. Andre soon arrives, furious, ready to kill Rufus for what he did to Kate, but Marie stops him and tells him everything. Kate appears and admits it's true. She's been manipulating their minds, but only to protect them. Andre breaks down, devastated, and screams at her, calling her a monster, before walking away in anger and heartbreak. Kate restores Emma's memories, and Emma suddenly recalls everything about Sam, the experiments, their escape, and their bond. Furious and heartbroken, she yells at Kate for violating her mind and storms out. Meanwhile, Marie tries to convince Andre to talk to Kate, but he refuses, saying he's afraid that if he listens to her, he might forgive her, and he doesn't want to. Suddenly, they hear Jordan shouting for help. Kate has collapsed from mental exhaustion. Marie rushes over and manages to save her, reviving her breathing just in time. At the same moment, Shetty meets with Dr. Edison, who celebrates because his virus finally works. It successfully infects a superpowered student, allowing him to control her actions completely. Shetty, however, refuses to let him publicize it, insisting they keep the experiment secret and concentrate the next dose on the same student. Back at the dorms, Kate suddenly disappears. Andre, Jordan, and Marie are stunned when the wall in front of them shatters, revealing a vast forest. Confused and disoriented, they realize they're no longer in the real world. A woman appears, crying for for her lost child, and Kate manifests as a little girl. Marie realizes they've somehow been pulled into Kate's mind. They watch young Kate trying to explain herself to her mother, who refuses to listen. Suddenly, Soldier Boy appears, the legendary hero Kate used to idolize as a child, her imaginary protector and crush. Andre can't help but laugh, teasing Kate even inside her own mind. Soldier Boy warns them that they need to uncover why they're trapped inside Kate's consciousness quickly, or they'll be stuck there forever, just as Kate's physical body dies outside. Before they can ask more, Soldier Boy explodes in a flash of light, shaking the entire dream world. Meanwhile, Emma finds Sam, who is overjoyed that she remembers him again. He hugs her tightly, telling her how much he missed her. Back inside Kate's mind, Andre, Jordan, and Marie wander through the shifting memories until they find Kate sitting in her childhood bedroom. And to their shock, Shetty is there too, calmly sitting beside her, as if she's been waiting for them all along. It turns out Kate's mother had called her there, locking her in her room for 9 long years. Inside Kate's mind, Shetty appears beside her, comforting her like a mother figure. She tells Kate that what happened to her brother wasn't her fault, and she should stop punishing herself. Then Shetty gently asks her to remove her gloves, saying she doesn't need to hide her powers anymore. She hands Kate a small pill, promising it will silence all the voices in her head and bring her peace. Overwhelmed, Kate hugs her tightly, grateful for the first kindness she's felt in years. Suddenly, the scene shifts. Andre, Jordan, and Marie find themselves in a classroom, watching a memory unfold of Luke first meeting Kate. Andre becomes visibly uncomfortable and tries to leave, but then Luke turns to him, calling his name, saying he's missed him, and still can't believe what Andre did. Before Andre can respond, video screens light up all around them, showing footage of Andre and Kate together, exposing their secret relationship. Shocked, Andre realizes this is Luke's jealousy and guilt manifesting through Kate's memories. Luke, alive in the illusion, lashes out at Andre, furious. But Andre manages to escape. Once safe, he admits to Marie and Jordan that he truly loved Kate. Then the memory world shifts again, and they hear shouting. Jordan recognizes the voices. They're now witnessing one of his memories. Andre and Marie watch as Luke and Professor Brinkerhoff argue violently, and Jordan intervenes, knocking Luke unconscious. They realize this was the moment Brinkerhoff promoted Jordan to his assistant, promising to make him one of the elite heroes in return for his silence. Jordan breaks down crying, realizing he could have saved Luke but chose fear and ambition instead. He tells Marie and Andre that he never knew the full truth, but now he wants to make it right. Then the illusion twists again. They see Luke and Sam lying side by side in a lab, connected to machines. Luke wakes up in horror and screams at the doctor to let his brother go. Kate appears in the memory, placing her hand on Luke's head, forcing him to forget that Sam is still alive. Andre, Marie, and Jordan flee through the collapsing dreamscape as Kate's guilt consumes everything around them. Marie bursts through a door and freezes. It's her old bathroom. Inside, she finds the horrific scene of her parents' bodies, lifeless on the floor, and her little sister sitting alone, crying. Trembling, Marie kneels beside her, sobbing, and tries to apologize, whispering that she never meant for any of it to happen. But Marie's sister refuses her apology, telling her that no matter how famous or heroic she becomes, she'll always be a murderer in her eyes. Heartbroken, Marie returns to Kate and tells her that everyone has made mistakes just like she has. Andre steps forward and admits that even though Kate manipulated his mind, he still loves her, but he also can't trust her again. He begs her to wake up and face what she's done. Suddenly, Kate opens her eyes, and at that same moment, Andre, Jordan, and Marie all wake up too, back in the real world. Moments later, Emma and Sam arrive. The moment Sam sees Kate, his rage explodes. He transforms, ready to kill her for what she did to his brother. Emma throws herself in front of him, stopping him just in time, pleading for peace. Marie steps forward and tells everyone that their real enemy isn't each other, it's Shetty. Meanwhile, Shetty is in her lab, shocked when Dr. Edison informs her that the student exposed to the full dose of the virus has died. Instead of regret, Shetty orders him to release the infection among the other students to see how it spreads. In the testing facility, guards drag terrified students into sealed rooms, forcing them to watch as one of their classmates collapses, his face warping and melting from the virus. Panic spreads as the rest scream for help, pounding on the glass, realizing there's no escape. Shetty coldly asks Edison if the virus can be released into the air, revealing her true plan to spread it beyond the campus and unleash it on the entire world. Horrified, Edison tries to stop her, but Shetty threatens to expose him to Ashley for creating a weapon that kills superheroes. At that same moment, Kate calls Shetty, asking to meet her face to face. Shetty lies, saying she's out of the country, but invites Kate to wait for her at her house. Kate agrees and tells her friends about the call, but as she listens to their thoughts, she realizes They don't believe her. She becomes emotional and begs them to trust her. Jordan snaps, yelling at her to get out of their heads if she wants them to believe a word she says. Andre steps in, telling her he'll go with her to make sure she's safe. Marie follows Jordan outside, trying to calm him down. She tells him they have to believe that Kate is on their side, because right now, she's the only one who can make Shetty confess and bring the truth to light. Jordan tells Marie that Shetty has been out of the city all day and that he has a key to her office. They can sneak in and find evidence about what she did to Sam. Marie hesitates, saying no one would believe a black girl and a bisexual Asian. But then an idea hits her when she spots a campaign poster of Victoria Newman, the congresswoman running for office who's famously outspoken against superheroes. Marie tells Jordan that if they find real proof, they'll give it to Newman, someone powerful enough to expose Shetty publicly. Meanwhile, Sam is with Emma in her room. She gently asks him to stay there while she goes out to get food, and he agrees, crawling into her closet to hide until she comes back. Over at the university, Marie and Jordan sneak into Shetty's office and begin searching through her files. After a tense few minutes, they find a folder labeled with the details of a plane crash, the one that killed Shetty's husband and daughter. Before they can process it, they hear footsteps and quickly hide. Dr. Edison enters, clearly drunk, muttering to himself about Shetty and her obsession with revenge. Marie listens closely, shocked when he rambles about the virus and how it's designed to kill every superhero. At that same moment, Shetty meets with one of the original founders of the superhero university. She proudly confesses that she's developed a virus capable of wiping out all supes from existence. The woman is horrified, warning her that what she's doing is mass murder, a crime punishable by death. But Shetty insists on moving forward with her plan, no matter the cost. Back at the dorms, Sam hears voices outside Emma's room. When he peeks out, he finds a group of students laughing and inviting him to join their game. Lonely and desperate for connection, Sam agrees and starts playing with them, smiling for the first time in ages. Meanwhile, Andre sees his father giving a live interview on television, defending the university and denying any involvement in the virus program. Hearing this, Andre collapses from the stress and passes out. Emma returns to her room only to find Sam gone. She searches frantically across campus, calling his name, but he's nowhere to be found. In that moment, Sam is shown walking into the grand hall where the live televised interview is being held. It turns out the students who invited him were lying. They tricked him into coming there, telling him Emma would be waiting. Jordan manages to sneak Marie into the hall where Victoria Newman is holding a press conference. Inside, chaos erupts as angry students confront Victoria and security rushes her out. Outside, she agrees to speak privately with Marie. Meanwhile, Emma finally finds Sam. At the same time, Shetty returns home to find Kate waiting for her. Kate tells her she's done taking her pills. She knows now that Shetty has been manipulating her. Shetty insists she truly loves Kate, calling her the daughter she lost, the only family she has left since her husband and child died. She takes Kate's hands and swears she's telling the truth, breaking down emotionally. Kate, confused and torn, hesitates. Elsewhere, Marie sits with Victoria, shocked when Victoria reveals that she knows everything about her, including her powers. Then she shows Marie her own ability. She can control and weaponize blood, just like her. Victoria tells Marie about her past, revealing that they both grew up in the same orphanage and that she's been watching over Marie since she was a child, even arranging for her admission to the superhero university. Marie, overwhelmed, tells Victoria about the hidden lab under the school and how Shetty manipulated Dr. Edison into creating a virus to kill the students. Victoria listens calmly, then warns her to stay out of it, to focus on her future instead. She promises to bring her closer, telling Marie that means she'll become someone powerful and important. Meanwhile, Kate sends messages to her friends, urging them to come to Shetty's house. Andre sees the message but refuses to leave his father's side. Emma, Marie, Sam, and Jordan go together. When they arrive, they find Shetty under Kate's mental control. Kate demands that she confess the truth. Shetty breaks down and admits that superheroes were responsible for the plane crash that killed her husband and daughter, the tragedy that drove her to revenge. She also reveals she gave Kate the pills to help her manipulate her friends, keeping them under control. Overcome with anger, Kate orders Shetty to end her own life. Helpless, the others watch as Shetty obeys, and Marie collapses in tears, horrified as Shetty's body falls lifeless before them. Marie tries desperately to save Shetty, but Kate refuses to let her, keeping Shetty frozen under her control until she finally dies. Meanwhile, Dr. Edison secretly meets with Victoria Newman, handing her the vial containing the virus after she convinces him she'll protect him from Shetty's wrath. But Victoria betrays him. Once she has the vial, she uses her blood-manipulating power to kill him instantly, leaving no trace. Back at Shetty's house, Kate begins to hear her friend's thoughts, full of anger and disbelief over what she's done. She defends herself, insisting she only did it to protect them from Shetty's cruelty. Sam supports her, shouting that Shetty was a monster who treated him like a lab rat and deserved everything she got. Determined, Kate tells them she's going to the underground lab to free all the students imprisoned there. Sam immediately volunteers to go with her, ignoring Emma's pleas to stop, and storms off. Jordan urges everyone else to stay calm so they can think clearly, but Marie insists they have to stop Kate and Sam before they unleash chaos. At the same time, Andre is in the hospital, learning from a doctor that his father's brain cells are tearing apart every time he uses his powers, a degenerative condition caused by overuse. The doctor quietly asks if Andre has ever experienced dizziness, suggesting the disease might be hereditary. Andre hesitates and admits he sometimes does, but he's far more worried about his father, who apologizes to him. Tearfully, his father confesses that he knew about the experiments happening beneath the school, but stayed silent to protect his family. He tells Andre that it's time for him to take his place at the university, to do what's right and protect their name. Meanwhile, Kate and Sam reach the lab. Sam brutally kills a guard by driving his hand through his skull, while Kate mind controls another guard into opening all the doors. Together, they storm the facility, freeing every imprisoned student. Kate then expands her influence, linking all their minds at once and filling them with her rage and vengeance. She convinces them that humanity is the real enemy, that the humans who built and used them like weapons must be destroyed. Among the chaos, Sam suddenly spots Luke, or rather, a haunting vision of his brother in the same cell where he once was. Luke pleads with him, begging him not to do this, warning that vengeance will only turn him into the same kind of monster they both feared becoming. But Sam ignores his brother's warnings and chooses to side with Kate. He tells her to take control of his mind so he won't hesitate, and when she does, his emotions vanish completely. His face goes blank, his humanity gone. The two of them lead the freed test subjects out of the lab and straight toward the university, where chaos erupts as the superpowered students slaughter anyone human in sight. The campus descends into blood-soaked anarchy. Meanwhile, Marie, Emma, and Jordan arrive at the lab only to find it completely empty. Guards' bodies scattered everywhere, walls splattered with blood. Marie realizes the escaped soups are marching toward campus to exact revenge on humanity. Determined to stop them, she tells Emma to go to the auditorium and protect the civilians still inside. Jordan mentions there's an emergency override button in Shetty's office that can activate campus lockdown. Marie decides to go there herself to trigger it and save as many people as possible. Elsewhere, a student who works on the university's social media team is walking through the library when he spots one of the escaped test subjects brutally killing humans. Thinking fast, he pulls out a high-frequency sonic device and blasts it at full power, causing the girl's head to explode instantly. But before he can escape, Kate locks onto his mind, taking full control. Through him, she starts a live stream outside the administrative building, broadcasting the massacre to the entire world before killing him the same gruesome way. Inside the admin office, Shelley, one of the university directors, watches the stream in horror. Panicked, she locks herself in the room and orders her secretary to call headquarters, begging them to send an extraction helicopter immediately. Meanwhile, Sam storms into the theater, where terrified staff are hiding, and grabs the director by the throat. Emma rushes in and stops him just in time, pleading with him to let go. He obeys for a moment, but it's clear Kate's control has corrupted him completely. Cold and detached, Sam turns on Emma, hurling cruel words at her. He tells her she's pathetic, that she throws herself at anyone just to be loved, and that she's no hero, just a desperate nobody pretending to matter. Emma, shaking, insists that's not true, tears filling her eyes. Sam glares at her one last time, emotionless, then turns and walks away, leaving her shattered and alone amid the chaos. Emma breaks down crying, her emotions spiraling out of control until her body starts shrinking uncontrollably again. Meanwhile, Kate calls Andre, her voice trembling but determined, telling him what happened and begging him to come join her, to stand with her and help wipe out the humans once and for all. At the same time, Marie reaches Shetty's office and slams her hand down on the emergency override button. A piercing frequency echoes through the entire campus, causing excruciating pain to the rampaging students. But one of the enhanced test subjects manages to destroy the alarm system, silencing it. In the administrative office, Ashley watches in terror as the glass around her shatters. Just then, a rescue helicopter arrives. But Kate takes control of one of the students' minds and forces him to sabotage it midair. Andre rushes in, using his powers to pull the helicopter safely down before it crashes. saving everyone on board. Andre then confronts Kate, pleading with her to stop. She refuses, her eyes full of fury, and orders one of the students to attack Marie. The invisible student ambushes her, and Marie struggles to fight back until she calms herself, focuses, and uses her blood-sensing ability to locate him, then knocks him out cold. Jordan, meanwhile, helps Ashley and the university board members reach the helicopter, protecting them as chaos spreads around the campus. But Sam reappears, launching a brutal assault on Andre. Overpowered at first, Andre finally manages to activate a nearby security baton, electrocuting Sam until he collapses unconscious. Marie turns to Kate, begging her to stop this madness. She tells her she believes her intentions were good, but she's gone too far. Kate, unyielding, screams that the university has always used them as experiments, calling herself a monster born from their lies. As she lashes out, Jordan is surrounded by frenzied students, but Marie rushes in and saves her just in time. Fueled by desperation, Marie unleashes her full power, pulling blood from every fallen student, channeling it like a weapon. She annihilates a soup who tries to destroy Ashley's helicopter and shields it with a wall of blood. Kate tries to regain control by invading Jordan's mind, but Marie strikes first, slicing through Kate's arm with a whip of hardened blood. Just then, a blinding light fills the sky as Homelander, America's most powerful superhero, descends onto the campus. He glares at Marie and demands to know why she's attacking her own kind. Before she can answer, his eyes glow red, and he blasts her with his heat vision, sending her flying. In the aftermath, news reports flood the media, branding Marie, Andre, Jordan, and Emma as terrorists responsible for the massacre at Godolkin University. The headlines hail Kate and Sam as heroes who saved the campus from the so-called rogue soups. Later, Marie wakes up groggy and confused, realizing she's trapped in a strange white room. Around her are Andre, Jordan, and Emma, all alive but disoriented. They search for a way out, but the room has no doors, no windows, no escape, just sterile walls and the distant hum of machines. As they look at each other in fear, they realize they're prisoners once again, locked inside a new secret lab. And that's where Gen 5 Season 1 ends.